Ciao e benvenuti. Hello and welcome back to Richard Harris's Herbal Tutorials. The tutorials that inform and educate about herbs and other natural substances. On this channel, you're going to learn about the proper way to use herbs. You're going to learn the dosage. You're going to learn the conditions necessitating their usage. You're going to learn when to use them and when not to. Whenever I do these videos, I try at all times to be honest with my presentation. As such, I always try to get my information from credible sources. And there's no doubt the Chinese and the Indians are the best two sources of natural medicine. For this reason, most of the information I'm sharing with you come from their extensive and well-documented medical pharmacopoeia, together with their very extensive practical and sound theoretical concepts. To this, I've added my over 30 years of clinical experiences and discoveries. If you're interested in supposition, if you like fluff, if you like promises, then these podcasts are not for you. There are no unfounded claims being made and no exaggeration. If you're interested in someone tickling your ears by telling you the things you want to hear, if you get an adrenaline rush from someone waving a few plants before you and proceeding to rattle off a million serious diseases, telling you those plants are bound to cure you. On the other hand, if you love knowledge, if you like to analyze things, and you're desirous of receiving logical, scientific, and common sense answers, then follow me as we continue in our efforts to unlock the secrets of the vast number of herbs and natural substances that are conveniently placed around us for our usage and enjoyment. I'm Richard Harris, practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine, with over 30 years of clinical experience. I also have diplomas in Ayurvedic and medical leech therapy, so I think I can be considered as having a little know-how about these things. Wouldn't you say so? With that in mind, let's continue on our customary herbal extravaganzas to see what natural medication we can unearth from the wonders of nature that Jehovah has so lovingly provided us with. In this video, we'll be discussing another interesting and useful natural substance known as vinegar. Not any vinegar, but rice vinegar, called maiku by the Chinese. Vinegar is a very common food product found in most cultures and is the result of acetous fermentation of carbohydrate. Vinegar has been used medicinally for centuries by many cultures. In the Western world, vinegars are customarily made from apple cider, corn, grapes, or other fruits, while in the eastern parts of the world, rice and other grains such as barley, millet, and sorghum are the preferred mediums. As I've mentioned before, the type of vinegar being discussed in this podcast is vinegar made from rice and used in traditional Chinese medicine. Rice vinegar maiku, also called rice wine vinegar, because it's made from fermenting rice wine to create vinegar, is the most common, but there's also red rice vinegar, dawang jerku, and black rice vinegar, kaozi, made from glutinous rice. Please note, all vinegars have a few things in common. They are very acidic, sour, and astringent, and they're all a good medium for tinctures. That's basically where the similarity ends. Grain-based vinegars are different in their preparation and composition. Also, therapeutically, they are different. It's like comparing wines made from grapes with wines prepared from other fruits. In the Caribbean, it shouldn't be difficult to find rice vinegar. Chinese always walk with their culture. The different types of vinegar can be found in their groceries. Because of the beneficial effect of rice vinegar on the liver and its ability to prevent stagnation, vinegar is a staple in Chinese cooking and is often used to prepare and process many herbal preparations. Because of the medium used to make vinegar, it is logical that their taste will be somewhat different. This same reasoning may be applied to their medicinal application as well. However, in the West, this is not so. Vinegar is just vinegar. The Chinese stipulate vinegar invigorates blood and pacifies the liver. This, together with their cultural differences and their diametrically opposed viewpoint, therefore make it somewhat difficult to grasp the principle behind its use in the West as opposed to its application in the East. The main chemical compositions of vinegar are polyphenolic compounds such as gallic acid, catechin, ferulic acid, and organic acids such as tartaric, citric, malic, lactic, and acetic acid, from which it derives its strong aroma and flavor. Other compounds found include flavonols, glycoside, amino acid, alcohol and ketones, magnesium, phosphorus, and calcium. Traditional Chinese medicine stipulates that rice vinegar has a warm energy and a bitter and sour taste. The organs and meridians affected are the liver and the heart. Vinegar falls under the category of drugs that move and break up stagnation. I touched on this class of drugs before, but just to give a quick review, blood stagnation is a condition involving the obstruction of blood, with its chief symptoms being pain and at times hemorrhaging. Blood enlivening stagnancy removing drugs invigorate and equalize blood circulation, break up stagnation, and reduce swelling and pain. The functions of vinegar are 1. To invigorate blood circulation and to stop pain. 2. To regulate the liver and to soften hardness or masses. 3. To pacify the liver and to regulate the qi or energy. 4. To relieve or minimize the toxicity of other herbs such as morning glory. Also, vinegar is often added to cooking to remove toxicity that may be present in meat and fish. Another function of vinegar is to disperse cold and to detoxify. Uses: for menstrual pains, herbs that invigorate blood flow may be stir-fried with vinegar, then cooked for better results. Abdominal masses: mini root is stir-fried with vinegar and used with other herbs. For hypertension, soak peanuts and money bush in vinegar for about a week. Then eat 5 to 15 nuts daily for a week. For roundworms in the bile duct, with symptoms of hypochondria and abdominal pains, nausea and vomiting, sometimes with worms, bitterness of the mouth, and fever, stir-fry seed underleaf with vinegar, then decoct and take. For hypertension, especially hypertension that has a tendency to appear around the period, stir-fry mother's wort in vinegar and use. Additionally, vinegar is used for diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol levels, various types of cancers, especially cancer of the colon and the lungs, angina pains, indigestion from overconsumption of eating greasy food, dysentery, diarrhea, and weight loss management. Externally, you can soak rosemary in vinegar, let it stand for 5 to 7 days before use. Apply to stasis sustained from falls, beating, and other forms of traumatic injuries. A little may also be taken internally for the same problem. Rice vinegar can also be mixed with parsley and applied to the skin as a treatment for acne. Another useful application of vinegar is for otitis media, or pus from the ear. Mix 1 part vinegar to 6 parts water and drop a few drops into the air. To ward off infectious diseases, mix 1 part vinegar to 4 parts water. Place in a steamer and fumigate your room. Caution: most people think that since vinegar is derived from natural sources, that makes it okay to use it without consideration, to use it willy-nilly. Avoid drinking on an empty stomach. Indiscriminate use may injure the liver and spleen, while prolonged uses may harm tendons and bones because it interferes with the absorption of potassium. That's prolonged uses, resulting in potassium deficiency, which ultimately may lead to osteoporosis. Drinking undiluted vinegar for prolonged periods may also damage the enamel on your teeth. Be careful. That's it for this video. We have come to the end of another interesting video. It's always disappointing when you have to leave off from doing what you love. But according to Jon Allen, though beat up, I shall be back soon, Jehovah's willing, with more thought-provoking and enlightening videos. By now you will have discerned that the information in these podcasts are different from other podcasts on herbal topics. You will have noticed their structure and direction. If you like what you just heard and you want more such direction and information, keep following me as I introduce you to a new world of Chinese medical thinking. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Ciao, ciao. Fine alla prossima volta. Bye. Until the next time. As promised, here are the common and scientific names of the herbs mentioned in this podcast. I've placed them here to help in identifying them and to help those who are interested in the formulas discussed.